Okay, so let's get into my dating disasters. I'll take credit for being the disaster that's out here dating, okay? Um, so 2025. I am 2.5 years celibate. Let me just tell you a little recap of what has happened in the previous 4 dates. Today I was supposed to go on my fifth. So, at the top of the year, around Valentine's Day, January, February, I was previously dating an older Anglo-Saxon man in his 50s. We were dating for about 8 months. We had met last April and we stopped dating. I cut it off in around right before Valentine's Day because we'd been dating. We were not intimate, but we were dating. And yes, I was benefiting off the situation financially, but that's minuscule compared to the other needs that I have as a human being to me. Because I'm still a lover girl and I want some love and hugs and kisses and stuff. So anyway, in my brief time of dating him for about 8 months, I want to say April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 10 months. So 10 months I was dating him. He was a pilot, so he didn't have a lot of time with me. And in hindsight, it could be because he was seeing someone else or getting his freak on elsewhere, but I never questioned because he was not my man. We were dating. And when you're dating, I do believe that you should date multiple people until you are exclusive. Exclusive meaning one-on-one. It's just me and you in this connection thing. But for me, I was way too busy in my personal life to try to date this guy and this guy and this guy. So because he kept me so satiated financially, I was only dating him. But I was also dating myself, if that makes sense. I mean, I was just doing so much, like, head down in my bag, head down with my children. Just so focused on other things that I was not necessarily concerned about dating multiple people at the time. So I was only dating him, solamente. So when February came about, I noticed he didn't, contact me with any plans, etc. So I got in my feelings a little bit, which I do not suggest you ladies do. Please be stronger than I in that area. I got in my feelings because I wanted to do something fancy for Valentine's Day. And I let him know, like, hey, if we're not going to do anything for Valentine's Day, or you're not going to be like spoiling me, like giving me, I don't know what you have planned, but if you have no plans for me Valentine's Day, then it will be safe for us to discontinue dating. Period. Because I wanted some stuff. I don't care. I wanted what I wanted. And that was selfish of me. I'm accountable. So he was like, well, I don't have time to come and do any Valentine's things. I'm busy working. So, I understand. I haven't had enough time with you. We're not even intimate. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, and I want to spend Valentine's. Like, maybe we can get intimate. It's been 10 months. So why not get intimate? I was going to let him have the cookie because I spent time in getting to know him, etc. But within our time getting to know each other, we literally have had no physical connection. We literally would go on 2 dates, one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month, 2 dates per month. Or even sometimes we'll skip a month and it would just be like once a month. So all this dating going on, and I was in the mood to give it up. And I was like, okay, well, it's Valentine's Day. Why not? I like to appreciate my man, and all I'm giving him is probably some cookie on Valentine's Day. What other gift does a man really want from a woman on Valentine's Day? I don't know. But most men just want some Garfield, and that's what I was going to give him for Valentine's Day. But, he was like, fine, it's mutual, I guess. I got needs to be met, and I was going to meet his needs, but he didn't want to show up for Valentine's. So I was like, all right, that's fine. So after dating him, I went on a date with one man that I met at a bar. I take myself out all the time, first of all. I met the pilot taking myself out. So when I retook myself out, since me and him cut off, I went out to a little bar near me, a restaurant bar, and spoiled myself. And while I was there, a gentleman there sitting next to the left of me, he wanted to start chopping it up and talk to me. Where I was like, well, sure, we're just conversing. And then he ended up paying for everything that I consumed on my own. And we even extended the night away from the bar to go to a smoker's lounge, which was attached to the same bar, same place. So we hung out for about an hour. We clicked. Everything was good and Gucci. He did tell me that he was married, which I mean, we're not even on a date. I just met you at the bar. So I was like, all right, that's cool. You married. You can be the homie. This is what I tell men. This is my lingo. I'm from Los Angeles. So you can be the homie. You can be my homie. You can be my homeboy. You can't be my friend, but you can be my homie. You know, you can't be my lover, but you could be my homie. So I guess that evening he took a liking to me. So then the next day he asked me to go out. The next day we definitely went out. He took me to a wonderful spa situation, luxurious. It was nice. My girlfriend said it was it reminds her of Squid Games because we all got to wear the same outfits or whatever in there. But it was nice. It was luxurious. We did it. He spent a nice amount. I mean, for me, a man spending money is not anything special to me. Like money comes to go. So if it's not going literally my way, like on me or whatever, then it's nothing. I got my own money to spend on me too, but at the same time, when you courting me, when you're dating me, you should. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. However, we went on a spa date. Then he was telling me things about his marriage. At this point, we're just kicking it as homies. So I'm going with you to the spa place. It's on you, but we're chilling. We're kicking it. He tries to kick up the romance energy when we're there, and I'm like, don't you got a, don't you got a wife? Then he tries to say, yeah, but we're separated. Da, 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 da. I was like, a wife is a wife, separated or not. Done for legal tender or not. That's a legal situation. You have a wife. So I wasn't interested off top with or without a wife. He was just cool. I thought he was cool dude. So anyway, then that at the spa, he tried to get fresh with me, y'all. We both naked inside getting a massage. Got to be naked to get massages. I don't give a damn about nudity. I look at it very scientifically. If he got hot looking at me, oh well. I didn't care. He hit his little thing when when we were face to face, like pretty much nude, talking in the massage place. And it's nothing for me. We're humans in an adult place in the appropriate environment to be nude in front of each other and not have anything sexual going on. I have very good self-control. A man should too. So he tried to come in for a kiss. I kissed him and I was like, In my mind, I was like, oh Lord, here he go. Hurry up and let's do the date and take me home, because I'm just not okay with getting fresh with another woman's man. I'm just not. I don't like that whole you're taking and I'm borrowing you energy. It's just not for me. So, um, so yeah. So after that, we went to dinner or whatever. Okay, so I think he stopped talking to me because I guess he had a booger on the left side of his nose, and I didn't see it because I was sitting on his right side, and the waitress came up and told him that he had a booger from his nose. And I didn't. So I saw it in the car. I did see the booger in the car, but I figured maybe to go he'll play with his nose right before getting there. But when we got to the restaurant, he went to the restroom and everything. So I'm like, well, maybe he took care of it. I didn't see it again when I sat down with him, and then the waitress came and told him that he had a boogie. So he got a little upset with me. He was like, damn, you didn't even tell me I had a booger. And I was like, my bad. Anyway, it's just a booger. Like, get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's a booger. So he kind of harped on that for a little bit. He was like, damn. I'm like, I didn't do shit. Look, homie, chill out, calm down. So, during that date, he had mentioned a couple of times that he wanted to do something for me. He asked me like, how could he benefit me, etc. Look, blatantly, he was like, how can I support you? What do you do that I can support? And I told him, I said, honestly, what I do supports everything I need done. If there's any assistance in my life that I need, it's in the area of dental fixing. So if you would like to fix that, you're more than welcome to. I need like 15 grand to get my teeth fixed, which is true. It's almost 20. And then he was like, wow, that's a hard ask. And then he started harping on that. And I was like, well, sir, it's not necessarily an ask. It was an answer to your request. You asked me 2 times, how can you support or benefit me, etc. And that's the only way that you can. So he was like, well, that's a big ask. That's 15 grand. No. And I was like, okay, well, no. He said, I suggest you get another job with some better benefits and take care of that. And so, my last text to him was, thank you, sir. That's great advice. And I never text him back. So, that was it. After that, he didn't say anything, which, he didn't hit me back or whatever. He did try to come back around a couple weeks ago, but I'm not. So that was date number 1 of the year. next video is about date number 2 and 3 and 4. Hopefully I can squeeze